NBA on 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Charlotte Hornets. With two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce, our reporter. All right, a chance to check out stats for Kevin Durant.
Over the last 10 games, he's been on an absolute tear, finding all kinds of ways to be a thorn in the opposition's side, just working on offense and getting the looks he wants out there.
And a look at the starters for Charlotte. Miller and Bridges are the wings. Williams is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Ball in at the point guard position. And for the Hawks, Risache and Johnson, they're the forwards. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young, and it's Capella in at the center position. We should see some great ball movement with these two teams, Grant. Fantastic group of passers on each side.
They're just so unselfish. They play for one another. You can see how it keeps the whole team involved. And I'll tell you what, I just love watching teams that can pass like this.
Now here's Young. Shoots over Durant. And Young gets it to go.
And the defense has to be more aware, or else Young will stick them from the mid-range every time.
Ball looks over the floor. Pass to Miller from outside the arc. Rebounded by Johnson. Now the Hawks with it. Here's Risache. Young from long range. On target from range. Young's got 5 points.
Yeah, Trae Young can change the course of a game with his outside shooting.
Young against Ball. It's Bridges on the wing. Over Risache, the kick out to Ball. Just 5 on the clock. Gets the 3 ball to go.
When LaMelo entered the league, his three-point shot was a little bit of a mystery, but boy, we can put that to rest. This young man can shoot it.
Young, the pass to Daniels. Here's Risache. 17 points in his last outing. The shot by Johnson, no good.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Outside Durant. No good from outside. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Outside Johnson. There's the 3. He drops it from range.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
The Hornets have gone 1 for 3 so far. Williams a screen on Young. Here's Ball. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
A quality defender, Capella uses his size and reach to erase shots.
Doubled by Durant. Outside Young. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Young. And as we approach the end of March, a peek at the power rankings with the playoffs on deck. You look at Sacramento, they slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
Seeing where the Hornets are, they've tried a couple times to make a push up the rankings with no success. But I think they can be proud of where they landed.
Ball outside. The rebound by Atlanta. Last time they met was in Charlotte, where they beat the Hornets.
Yeah, they destroyed this team on the glass in the last meeting.
And six-man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks, Grant.
Yeah, it's the name of their fan base. Extremely loyal and passionate, and they've swayed the outcome of games.
That unselfishness of LaMelo has been on display since day one.
The Hawks lead by 3. Daniels passes to Johnson. And we're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Young way outside. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 6 to open up this game. Ball outside. Miller outside. Top of the key. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Ball against Young. Pass to Daniels. Fires from deep. They get the rebound. Here's Risache. Lets it go from deep. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And you see how dangerous Risache can be from deep, especially considering how fast his release is.
Ball against Young. For three, Durant. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Here's Risache, a go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game. 5 to shoot. Here's Capella. Williams grabs the board. Hornets trail by 3. Up top, Miller. He picked up 10 in his last game. Fade away. And too long on the shot. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Outside Johnson. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. The season winding down here, Grant. Playoff seedings of the utmost importance.
You know, B.A., you especially see the bubble teams giving that extra effort now. It's all hands on deck. Very little room for error.
The free throw drops for Johnson. And so he hits both. Now here's Durant, a proven scorer in this league, averaging just over 25 a game. Durant with a screen on Young. Ball passes to Durant. And that one, good. Durant's got 5.
Well, this is what makes Kevin Durant maybe the greatest all-around scorer in the game today. Equal proficiency from every spot on the floor.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Pause in the action. Let's check out the top shooting rookies from downtown this past month. Number 5 is Zach Risache.
He's been simply on fire from deep during this past month. He knows he's got the green light to fire from distance whenever he's given the opportunity.
Tipped away and stolen by Williams. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That one on Johnson.
Miles Bridges has a frame that allows him to play through contact, and he welcomes and relishes those opportunities.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
That's good from Bridges.
Guys, what we've come to learn about Miles Bridges is this guy is a force on the offensive end. Whether he's inside or outside, you know he's going to be aggressive trying to put the ball in the basket.
That one misses.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Outside Johnson. Back to Young. Pass to Rizachet. Here's Daniels. Lets the three fly. Williams grabs the board. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Now Williams. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Capella. Charlotte shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And he drops the first. And it's tied up with that one. Here's Rizachet. Pass to Capella. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Bridges left side. Over Rizachet. Again the miss by the Hornets. Atlanta's gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. Back to Daniels. Over to the left wing and out of bounds. Charlotte will have it.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
Some changes for Charlotte. Diabate's checked in for Williams. Walker comes in for Durant. And it's Cam Whitmore in for Bridges. And Ball will bring it up here for Charlotte. Miller outside. Pass to Whitmore. The kick out to Ball. 4 on the clock. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball.
Part of passing the rock, it's calculating risk and reward. I don't think that was a great decision.
The Hawks making a switch here. Young against Ball. Young, the pass to LeVert. With some arc. And yep, it's good. And the Hawks lead by 2.
Caris LeVert, great confidence in his ability to get off the dribble drive and make things happen.
Doris, one thing you can say about Caris LeVert, he knows how to seize an opportunity.
And the thing about it, BA, is it doesn't matter if that opportunity comes when he's being a starter or when he's coming off the bench. His mindset is, my skill set is score, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Here's Young. After the basket by Charlotte. Pass to Niang. Three-pointer. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Yeah, defensively, if you come off someone, Young will find him.
Young against Ball. On the wing, Whitmore. From behind the arc. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Atlanta leading by 3. Johnson finds LeVert. Okongwu with it. Pass to Young from downtown. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Charlotte has gone 2 of 5 from deep. Now Ball. 23 points his last outing. The shot by Diabate, no good. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses.
Like a lot of smaller guys, there's a real ferocity to Trae Young's game. He's willing to scrap to get what he wants.
Matthews, he's checked in for Atlanta. Mann, he's checked in for Charlotte. Now here's Young. He's closely guarded. Pass to LeVert. Young inside, guarded by Miller. Young can't hit.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Miller can't get it to go.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
With the game on the line, Ice Trae is dangerous, man. Young said, I've been owning the moment my whole life. That's what I do. I've worked too hard to be afraid of the moment. Brian?
Well, Allie, it definitely shows in his play. It's great stuff there. Thank you. And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Hornets trail by 5. Outside Whitmore. Pass to Diabate. Miller outside. Over LeVert. The rebound by Atlanta.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Shoots over Miller. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Puts it up from 15. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
LeVert with the ball. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Philadelphia.
And the number of points he got at the foul line shows how tough he was to defend.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. Charlotte shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
At the line for 1.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Yeah, with the size and versatility Miller brings to the table, he's a tough cover for just about anyone.
Outside Young. Niang a screen. And Young is good for 3. Young's got 10 points in the game.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
Outside man. Pass to Whitmore. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Athleticism showing through from Whitmore. He doesn't need much room at all to operate in close.
And here's LeVert. He's been contributing over 15 a game. Outside Young. Here's the 3. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Hornets trail by 4. Miller outside. Back to man. Outside Whitmore. Just 5 to shoot. No luck on that one. Good D by Kongwu.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
And Young gets it to go.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Outside man. Shoots over Young. They get it back. Here's Miller. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Tough move by Miller, having to absorb the foul while taking his shot.
Charlotte shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. That's good for Miller.
Guys, you know this. Brandon Miller plays the game with a high level of intelligence, and at 6'9", that length, not a bad addition to that.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Oh, a good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Hawks on top, up by 4. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Atlanta?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
And so Durant will bring it up for the Hornets. 4-point game. That'll be the back end of a 3-game road trip. This is how the floor looks for the Hornets starting the second. They've got LaMelo Ball. Kevin Durant is out there with Williams. Then there's Trey Mann. And it's Walker in at the 3.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Outside Johnson. Back to Young. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Unloads. Walker pulls down the board.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Durant, the pass to man. Williams with the screen. Down low. Shoots over Capella. The kick out to Ball. This one for 3. Charlotte, no good that time either. Atlanta leading by 4. With the step back from about 19. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Walker. Drops in the layup for 2. Walker's gotten his second bucket.
This is how Walker likes to play. He invites contact and he dishes it out.
Atlanta's gone 6 for 12 from deep so far in this game. Matthews passes to Young. Pass to Capella. Oh, Williams with the block. And he's able to get it back. And he gets it back. Young. Atlanta again missing. For Charlotte, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Durant owning the inside.
This is where his length and size are a factor. Kevin Durant getting an easy opportunity inside.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Atlanta making some changes. Nance comes in for Johnson, and Daniels is subbed in for Young. And a change for the Hornets. Miles Bridges checked in for Walker. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Matthews, still without a bucket and out of bounds. Charlotte will have it. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Ball outside. Pass to Williams.
His first. Team first.
Outside Durant. Goes up at the elbow. It's rebounded by Rizachet. The Hawks have got nothing to go in this quarter. 0 for 5. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Rizachet. Pass to Matthews. Nance for 3.
Now, this guy's got some grit and some determination. Is Kevin Durant capable on the offensive end? Yes, but the defense as spectacular.
Here's Daniels. Now here's Capella. Shot clock at 6. Into the lane. And the slam dunk by Capella.
When they time that play right, Capella is a good man to have on the end of it. He's a strong finisher when he rolls off the screen.
Well, Doris, you look back over the history of the NBA, hard to find a better scorer than KD.
Oh, B.A., he is unequivocally on the short list of the greatest scorers the league has ever seen. You think about guys, when you think about KD, guys that can create their own shot and hit from anywhere on the floor. You couple that with the size and the release point and the skill with the ball. Kevin Durant is a problem, folks.
And the first one at the line is good. And Doris, when you think about Kevin Durant, certainly a prolific scorer, but that's not the whole story.
What I love the most, I think, B.A., about Kevin Durant is how much he loves playing the game of basketball. His availability is never in question as long as there is some measure of health. The work he puts in consistently. Anyone who's ever seen his routine, teammates, coaches, front office staff, they are in awe of the commitment to his craft.
Here's Matthews. No points so far. Now here's Capella. Pass to Rizachet. Off target with the 3. Charlotte trailing. Ball outside. It's tipped. Out of bounds as Charlotte keeps possession. And looking at the stats since the All-Star break, here are the teams who have done a remarkable job rebounding the ball. Charlotte, 4th.
Incredible rebounding numbers since the break. They've put in a lot of effort on the glass.
Hawks on D. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Next up on the schedule, the Clippers. That'll be a home game. Here's Daniels. Uses the glass that time. It's good.
And leaking out well in transition. I mean, I like seeing Daniels get rewarded for hustling.
There's Ball with a 3. Ball sticks the 3.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Capella, the pass to Nance. Here's Rizachet. He's guarded by Bridges. 4 on the clock. And it's Capella with the jam.
Another dunk in the career of Clint Capella, and he's got a lot of them.
And now to Allie LaForce with an update on Jalen Johnson.
I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for Atlanta. The initial reports are saying that this is a serious injury and that he'll likely miss significant playing time. And for a team with definite title hopes, it will now be a case of next man up until he can return.
All right, Allie, thank you. Sadly, that's not the news fans were hoping for, guys.
Definitely not. Seems like he's got a long, tough road ahead of him.
And our hearts go out to him. The guy works so hard. His teammates love him. Coaches love him. He's going to be missed.
And Bridges, here we go. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. A bit of a tweener, but Miles Bridges finds ways to show up in the box score doors.
Well, you know he's looking to score, Brian, first and foremost. Easy to set up as he can attack from virtually anywhere. No matter what, you know that Bridges is going to get you some buckets.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. Bridges hits them both. Here's Matthews. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Daniels. And here's Capella. Williams defending. Shakes him. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams. The 3 from Rizachet. Ball with the rebound. For Charlotte, they've gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. And a quick look at how Charlotte's schedule is shaping up. On Friday, they'll go up against Chris Paul and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Tuesday, they'll be playing against Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks.
And for that game against the Thunder, it's the second game of a back-to-back, so you know there'll be some heavy legs out there. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes its toll on your body.
Here's Daniels taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. Nance outside, jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Williams finds Durant, stolen by Capella. Pass to Nance. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
You know, even though Larry Nance doesn't handle it on every possession, you can expect him to be a factor on the defensive end and on the glass.
The first free throw is good. Okongwu's checked in for the Hawks. Karis LeVert comes in for Matthews. Diabate's checked in for Charlotte. Miller comes in for Durant. So he gets them both. Charlotte has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Bridges outside. Here's Ball. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Well, it looks like he has put that rough first quarter in the rear view. He's starting to cook here in the second.
And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for Charlotte.
Well, so far they've been immensely aggressive on the defensive side, denying easy shots, and it's made a difference in the game.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Hawks trail by 3. Here's Daniels. 10 points in his last outing. To the inside. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Even though he's young, Daniels tends to make the right decisions with the ball in his hands.
And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
Here's Rizachet. Pass to Okongwu. Clock at 6. Here's Daniels. Nails it from 3. Daniels has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Bridges outside. Now Whitmore. Here's Diabate. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. The Hawks leading. LeVert passes to Nance. And he gets that one.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And we've got a timeout called by Charles Lee. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Walker, he's checked in for Bridges. And over the last month, these point guards have been shooting the rock with confidence. LaMelo Ball is second.
They're just some fantastic shooters on that list. You love point guards who have great touch as well as the patience to wait for good looks.
You know, that intelligence is really their hallmark. Always taking the smart shot, never forcing it when it's not there. You know, that's how they're able to keep their percentages so high. That and the fact that they can flat out shoot it.
Now here's Walker. He had 9 points in his last time out.
And Walker is a big guy and fantastic at using his muscle to gut through tight coverage.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Young, he's checked in for Daniels.
You know, between his skills, his motor, and his physical ability, Walker came into the league more ready for the NBA than most first-year guys.
Atlanta's gone just 1 of 6 from the perimeter here in the second. Niang, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Seen that play develop ahead of time. Hits his man in stride.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
George Neal. One shot.
And the free throw, no good. Hornets trail by 3. Here's Miller. And the layup is good. Miller's got 9.
Yeah, I like whenever Miller uses his size to his advantage, especially down near the rim.
The Hawks shooting just around 41% in the second. Outside Young. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Brandon Miller. That's foul number 2 for him.
To a certain extent, you like the aggressiveness, but that's 2 fouls already. Take a step back.
Hornets on D. They trail by 1.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Ball outside. The 3. They grab their own miss. Diabate's shot is good.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And Atlanta with possession here. Ooh, poked away. Stolen by Miller. To the paint. With the second effort. The shot by Diabate, no good.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Stolen by Ball. For the finish. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Well, Doris, one thing about LaMelo Ball, not many true point guards walking around at 6'7".
BA, the length of a forward and yet one of the most prolific playmakers in the game today. That gives a coach a lot of versatility and options with one individual player.
Still hasn't gotten on the board this quarter. He may be pressing a little, trying to get them out of this hole.
Here's Miller, and he drives in, lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And now a 5-point Hornet lead.
And that's how Miller can take his game to the next level, by being aggressive and attacking the basket.
Young against Ball. 1:36 left in the first half. Shot clock at 5. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. He's 0 for 1 at the line, missing on his first trip. Charlotte has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Now Miller, 11 points in the game. Oh, it's stolen by LeVert. Now here's Johnson. Whitmore defending. LeVert right side. Pass to Okongwu. Back to LeVert. Three-pointer. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
Well, you cannot allow Karis LeVert to square up from deep. When he's in rhythm, he's going to knock down that shot with great consistency.
Here's Ball. Oh, love to see Ball attack inside.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
The Hawks trailing. To the wing on the left. Niang, the pass to Johnson. Here's Okongwu. He's looking good. 2 buckets in 3 attempts. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
And that one's good. Whitmore.
I mean, just so alert with his head on a swivel. Walker able to find the open man.
Well, the Hawks shooting the rock well at 46%. Young against Ball. Pass to Okongwu. And here is Young. Launches it. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Charlotte on top. They lead by a bucket. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm joined now by Coach Quinn Snyder, and they were giving you some trouble in transition. How do you slow them down?
Well, I think we had a couple early where we were in good positions. We just didn't make the right read, and that's the biggest thing. But more than anything, whether it's a make or a miss or a turnover, we just got to really sprint back and be urgent.
The sense of urgency is key. Thanks, Coach.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Welcome, folks. It's halftime, and the Charlotte Hornets are in the midst of a very close game.
Their approach has been pretty straightforward. Attack, draw fouls, and you could see their enthusiasm. They're pumped up there, Ernie.
Yeah, playing with a high level of activity here. Let's see if they can maintain that, though. And now, not a bad time to take a look at the schedule ahead.
And that game against the Spurs, clash of the Titans, going against the best team in the NBA. You have to minimize your turnovers, take good shots, and make big plays and big shots. That's a lot to ask, but that's what it's going to take.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Second